obviously you've got multi-million-dollar clients, but for people who don't have a multi-million-dollar budget to sell their house, what are some of the suggestions that you would make?
Well, believe it or not, the answer is going to be the same, whether you have a million-dollar house or a multi-million-dollar house. Mainly it's taking away the clutter or taking away anything that's visually noise that would interfere with your home being sold to someone else as their home. So you would take away personal objects. You would try to declutter the space and add light. Most of the agents I work with say, well, there's plenty of light, today it's nice and sunny. Even if it's a sunny day, even if it's bright outside, your second showing, your third showing might be at night. So I always advocate for, let's check all the bulbs, let's add some lamps, let's make it look like there's no dark spots anywhere. Those are very simple fixes and tricks that cost very little money. Outside spaces should be just as appealing. The curb appeal is what makes people decide if they want to get out of the car or not. So sometimes just, again, decluttering, cleaning up, not necessarily adding anything, but just taking away some of the noise. Dead plants, dead trees, extra hoses, kids' toys, things like that work wonders.
What's the biggest mistake you think a house owner could make?
I think just anything that's too personal, that wouldn't appeal to the broadest spectrum. I worked with one family and the father had something like 1,000 bobblehead dolls. And he was absolutely fighting me on those bobbleheads. And I said, let me remake your office, let me redo this. It worked really well. In fact, the family decided not to put the house on the market because they loved how it looked without their personal things in their personal space, and they fell back in love.
You don't like the word staged, but that seems to be the business for a lot of people, staging a house to be sold. And a lot of them tend to look, well, exactly alike. What's your secret for giving each house an independent, distinctive look and feel?
Well, as a designer, I would be horribly bored if I redid the same look all the time. I think my clients see the same thing, and the real estate people see the same thing. So you're trying to create a home, you're trying to create emotion, you're trying to create a connection, and you can't do that with a very cookie cutter look that they see from house to house. Putting in different things to give the house its own personality, let the house speak, is really a trick, and it's also the best way to let a house present itself in its own best light.
Okay.